Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome back to City Skylines. Let me adjust my volume here. It's been a little bit since I've been online. Hey, Matt, how's it going? I see you in chat there. So yeah, I apologize for my absence on Wednesday. It's the first day that I've actually missed a stream, but I went to a convention the weekend before and I picked up some con crud. Blech. So yeah, I've had an itchy throat for a few days. I'm treating it though, everything should be fine, but may need to mute more often than normal to cough. Speaking of which though, crack open a cold one. Cheers. Now let's take a look and see how our city's doing. I saw a bunch of traffic when it first loaded up. So let's make sure that this isn't going to be a problem before we even get started. Because we keep coming back here. I feel like every time we do something, this little stretch, the traffic seems to go away and then it comes back later. So a lot of people getting off right here. I wonder if it would benefit us just to have a bypass here. And then if somebody's coming across... Yeah, we already have this, right? So if somebody's coming from this side, they can go underneath. So going up onto the circle here is not as necessary. No, you know what? If somebody's coming from this direction on the interstate and they get off... Oh, wow, that's a lot. Let's see. Something happened to your wrist. You went to the doctor on Saturday, got an x-ray, you're wearing a wrist thing. Yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely help it heal faster if you don't overexert it. Oh no. Well, I hope you hear back from them soon. I hope it's not broken. But even if it is broken, I wish you well and wish that you'll heal quickly. But yeah, no, I've sprained and overexerted my wrist over the years a couple times, so it's definitely, especially if you play PC games, you don't really think about it until it hurts and you have trouble using a mouse, and then what do you do? I guess revert to a controller. But no, get better soon. I'm thinking for here, if we allow them to get off here and go straight across. I know, yeah. Then prevent them from coming up here onto the circle, then how would people coming down from here get off? We could allow them to cross here, which we haven't done before, to turn left here. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's see if it causes traffic here. It may make things worse. But let's say it's okay to turn left. Oh, okay. Let's say that it's okay for you to turn left here. Now, by doing that, let's go ahead and take this type of road. And let's pause it for a moment. Do this. And this. And then just take this road and come off of here and a curve. Just kind of pair up here. So you just go straight in. Unpause. Good, good. And essentially what we're doing with these bypasses is giving the same functionality of a cloverleaf without all of the loops. And only partially so on certain sides. I mean, we've already kind of done it here, 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 so we might as well do it on this side. Are they slowing down here? They are. It's because they're turning in, which is flowing in. And may not be a problem once they all process through. They do have to merge here. Which I could change this to a double lane. That. Can we do it without? No. pedestrian tunnel. Grab the nodes and move it. Is that a pedestrian tunnel there? Oh, it was, because it came over to this sidewalk. I see, that's what we had done here. Let's go below ground. Let's do a little trickery. Have them take... Oh, if we can get that circle, I saw it there for a second. There we go. A bit more of a windy path underground. Kind of move it out of the way of that road. Still looks almost the same-ish. And now... Oh no, it still goes over it, though. Let's also pull this in. And then upgrade? Yes, okay. Upgrade that. Then let's take a look at our lanes. And say... You there. Select you. There you go. You go to this lane. You go to that lane. There they go. Except they were kind of going around each other in the emergency lane, apparently. Okay, they're trying to cut each other off here. Let's make them stay in their appropriate lanes throughout this stretch. In this lane, you stay in this lane. If you're in this lane, you can merge with these guys. And then similarly, stay in your lane. All the way to the turn. Then they'll merge after, I'm sure, if they need to, but... See if we have anybody come off. There we go, there's somebody in the second lane. Take the turn, then they can merge here if they need to. But I guess he was good with going straight. Alright, so we still have a line of traffic. Mostly because this turn, which is allowed to be at 100 miles an hour, still takes a while. Do we have the rule set on it? We do. They can pull into the intersection. Just that right turn. What's happening here? I think someone just, like, got into their parked car, but it was just sitting there. Like it just generated in the middle of the road. Bypass that we could do, but not really. Not one that would just go through this neighborhood. But what if they're getting off to go into the neighborhood? How disruptive would it be to this neighborhood to let cars get off the interstate and kind of drive down Elizabeth Wilson Street here? Maybe we should see. Maybe we just do it for this one side. Here. Okay, so let's say, it's maybe a terrible idea, but let's try it, we're experimenting. Let's say that curves off, and it connects right there. Okay, well, one thing that we did is we destroyed our pedestrian path here, so we'll have to replace that, and we also had an electrical line, which, yeah, we'll want to... we may or may not need to reconnect that. I'll go ahead. Just in case. Not sure how many redundant grid connections I have. But we do need to replace our pedestrian path because this exit does not have sidewalks on it. So we had one on this side of the road, or at least that's going to be ideal for us. Let's just place that there. There we go. So they can walk on this side of the sidewalk here. And still make it over to the tram station. Right there. Looks good. And this is a two-way road. So some people should be able to get off the highway now and go this way if they're getting off here to go into this neighborhood. Let's see how that works out. I almost want to have the buses do it. Because the orange bus route goes down here anyway. So let's take this line of the bus node, maybe. Okay. Let's see here. I was thinking maybe I could, like, drag in a stop. I just forget whether or not you can do that. Surely you don't have to redo the entire line. What happens if you right-click on a stop? Or can you do, like, edit the line? You delete the whole line, which I don't plan on doing. Oh yeah, you have to equip the stop. Duh. My mind is a blank this evening. Let's see. There's metro, that's tram. That's train. Oh yeah, bus is the first one. If we grab stop here, that would create a new line. There we go, now we can drag that a stop. So what if we drag this out and add a stop here? To curve in. Okay, let's not do that yet. Let's remove that. Let's take it instead from here and drag it down. I bet then that that has something to do with the road rules right here on this turn. No, that can turn left. Or right, rather. Onto this road, which goes one way right here. This is a two-way road. Is it having trouble detecting passing through the road that goes in front of the ferry stop? That would be strange. These lanes here have to turn, that's what it is. Okay, so this right here can also go here. That's what it was. And that's where mods can have you stepping on your own toes. Okay, now I bet if we take this orange line here and drag it over... Oh, come on, are you kidding me? I could have sworn that that's what it was. How about before? Can we get orange? Not yellow, I want orange. If we can grab it before that stop. After. Now, you would think that it would be from here. I can't seem to force it down that exit. What am I missing? You know what? I think it's fine. We have some people using this exit, and the traffic seems to have died down, which is what usually happens when we work on this stretch of road. So now we will leave it alone for a little bit. How's our university doing? Portis School of Humanities. We are almost halfway through with our academic year, which I think if we mouse over we can see, okay, 6 more whole in-game days before we reach the end of the academic year. Our chance of an academic work is 30%. If we pump money into it, we increase that chance all the way up to 58% by putting 20,000. Is that per every 40 minutes in-game time? Yeah, right now, sunny at night is not so hot. So I think we actually need to look at some more residential to move some people in, and then possibly some more industry right afterward, because we will get more demand for work. Ooh, okay, I think we need a couple more services down here as well. Let's get a crematorium in down here. And police. Police already have a presence, yeah. I don't know what's up with this one house that seems to have had terrible crime, but a police car just went in front, so they're good now. Now, one thing we don't have is a prison. That might be kind of cool. Where would we want to put a prison? Oh, we have a fire in Pancake Town. How Chicken Road has no lights whatsoever. We did put this fortress in, which is kind of prison-like, but it's really more of a museum. So what if we had a prison like here on this island? Like Alcatraz. I mean, the fortress is kind of already like a prison in the backyard of Chicken Road. How large is a prison? I don't even know if it would fit on this island. Let's see. Prison is that large. Must be placed on a roadside. So we could do a bridge over to it, possibly off of here. Just have it curve down and over. Decorate some area around the prison. But yeah, in that case, then we'll want to put a roundabout exit here. So let's go ahead and pause time for a moment and do our usual. Tear that out. No. Let's see. Roads, modded roads. Always have trouble finding it. There it is. Destroy the bridge after building. This isn't The Sims. Okay, so if we build here, maybe curve in this direction some, I think what we should do is something closer to this. Did anarchy that end, so that may mean that some parts are on weird hills or are wobbly here. We'll straighten that out. Get it back to something a bit more. In fact, this will need to be brought over quite a bit, and we can modify these as well. Let's take these little bits. Let's take you down. You want to take a whole corner, don't you? Something like that. And then this can kind of come down with it. That can go wide and up. No, we cannot use the move it tool on the power lines. We do have to redo the power lines. Let's clear those out. Quite a bit of a redo here. Okay with it. It gets us a nice road through here. Let's take a curving tool. Curve it in and up. That's the wrong direction. And then this one similarly up and over. Let's use the move it tool to kind of get that back in line here. Natural. Give that more of a curve there. That way they don't slow down around the turn. Then this side. Okay, we can also raise these a bit so it looks more natural, because that is pretty steep. There we go. Similar to what we did originally when we connected this bridge. And let's also lower these. So that it looks more flat there, because this hill won't really matter being up underneath that. The rest of this being a little uneven would be fine. Let's just take that. Go down with that. There we go. I know it is kind of hard to see in it. Sorry about that. And only because we have to pause time, really. Otherwise, you know, working on it sometimes would cause daytime to finally happen, then you can see what's going on. But, alright, now we are pretty much done. Let's unpause. Let the cars that are off-road find their way back to the road. That truck had to turn completely around. His shipment's going to be late. Alright, how are they doing around this corner? They take it pretty well. Oh yeah, they're good. So now, we have this, and we can have it come off to a, I would say maybe a 4-lane road. No, prisoners don't get decorative trees. Not on this side, at least. Okay, so if we do a road through here, and then have it come across, it should automatically build the bridge. How does that look? It's a little off. Lower this. Interestingly, like, to one side. I think we can tell this, we can force this other section to be a bridge and kind of fake it with this elevation tool here. So it can be like, or segment, no, not movement tool, there we go. What have we done? There we go. The road tool, one more segment, and force it to be bridge. That's much worse. So in that case then, let's try to do 2 segments across the water. No, it still wants to do 3. That's much more even now though. I think it looks better. So then whatever we connect on this side will be fine. So for this, we'll use the one with trees in the middle. We'll go ahead and do a stylish little, I don't know what the parallel road tool, there we go. Stylish little like curve here towards the highway. Why did it choose to be raised this whole way? Let's try that again. Anarchy's off. Node snapping's fine. Road collision. Road bending's fine. Force the ground to follow the elevation of the road. Force the use of elevated roads. It was acting like that was selected. Let's try just from the ground here. Oh, page down. There we go. I think that was the issue. Kind of odd when the lights stop here, but no, that's good. I like that. Drives out to the island. We didn't interrupt any ferries or anything that would have come down through this way. I don't think we'll ever send any ferries down that way. So we don't need to raise this bridge. I think it'll be okay. Plus, it kind of connects here if we really needed to do that. A lot of people want jobs. Or a lot of jobs want people. I think that's the case. That's why we have such a residential demand. We will do another neighborhood after this. Alright, let's connect this here. On. Off. The usual. Also the usual lane restriction. No U-turns back onto there. Alright, now let's try to place our prison. See how it looks here. It is 3:24 a.m. on a Sunday. So we have prison, we have police helicopter depot. The residential, yeah, people can live not in my backyard, literally in their backyard. Okay, so we have to place it kind of down to the right here a little bit. Take a look. Prison. Prison holds inmates serving their punishment. Criminals in prison 0 out of 500. Prison bans in use 2 out of 5. So they'll go and pick up prisoners from the police stations where normally they were just held in the jails. I think I'll go ahead and have power lines follow the bridge here just to kind of keep with that shape. Straight across the water there, and then we can maybe come across here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That way we don't have any strange poles coming out of the water here, just here. Which is right in the middle, but again, no boats are coming through here. Cruise ship, though, is headed out that way. It would also be nice if we gave the prison water, I suppose. So there we go. Honestly, that's a hilarious idea, Greg. I think I will actually see what happens when we do that, because they'll move in. We have a residential demand. They may be upset because they don't have very many amenities out here, but you know what? If you choose to live here, not in the Hickory District. Ramen Packet Island. If you choose to live on Ramen Packet Island, you know what you're in for. Somebody's already moving in. Their driveway has been constructed. It is 5 a.m. on a Sunday. It's going to be daytime, I think, before construction accelerates, so we won't see them actually move in for a bit. That's kind of hilarious. Also, I think, since we beautified everything else, let's see. Leisure. Put a bouncy castle park right next to the prison. There we go. No noodles. No. The noodles have already been eaten. It's just the ramen packet. Okay. So these guys need more workers. Lots more workers. If we zoom in, we can see lots more businesses need those workers. Check out that sunrise, though. Where should our new neighborhood be? We have a pretty prime area here below Mulberry Hills, but this is already a residential area, and this would be kind of neat for farming. We have this area out here, just beyond Camelot Park. Right now it's being used largely for an interchange. There's a train that loops around for no reason. And I think it exits the map. Or it goes under the water. Let's see. Oh no, it comes right out there. I missed it because it's in between. Oh, okay, it's on the bridge. The train goes across the bridge here. So this was built into the map when it was when I downloaded it. The interstate and the train lines are already pre-built in. There's no specific plan for tonight. I figured that I would wing it. We started off with a little bit of traffic maintenance, but I don't want to do traffic all night. We've done a few episodes of that. So the plan for today is this new residential area, I guess, because that's what our demand says that we need right now. We have big chunks of land that are eaten up by these swirly interstate on-ramps. The other side of this river, we have the area up here. It's always been very clear over here next to our train stations. And I do apologize for all the muting tonight. I've been tons of coughing. Excuse me. I might pop a cough drop in my mouth here in a moment if it doesn't make any terrible noises. But yes, so what do you think? North of the Orsum district, or south of East Heights? The Cobra can't handle anymore. I don't know. We've loaded this Cobra up. You might be right, though. Also, there's a really nice... Like I said, there's a really nice interchange over here for people coming from either direction. So anyone coming down to this side... We already have this off-ramp here that we can kind of bring down alongside Camelot Park. We have a hill here, which might make for some cool houses on the hill that overlook the rest of the city. Then on the other side, we have like this mountain range here. Mountain hill range here. Kind of a cool view. The north side of Orsum? You might be right about the Cobra, though. Then again, we could probably upgrade it a little bit. If we have more people getting off in this direction for residential purposes, then maybe we have them actually, like, take a different road instead of this main industrial road. What does pollution look like over here? Now, it's mostly been kept to the top of the mountain. Some spilling down the side of the mountain here. But not really into Pancake Town. Have I swayed you? We spent a lot of time on this side of town. I think maybe it's about time to return over here because I don't think we've built anything over here since the first, like, 4 episodes or so. So yeah, let's just kind of, like, build a road off of here and see where it takes us. Maybe one off both sides. We already have one here that we can kind of expand off of. We have an incineration plant, but they can come down this direction. How does pollution look over here? Just that ring around the incineration plant, that's about it. And our park curves down here. So our new neighborhood can kind of come over here. So let's go ahead and pre-zone this area here. Kind of see what that's going to look like. This is just the south side of the highway. I'm thinking that we would probably do both sides. Also, I need a better district name than Hickory Square. Yeah, we're just going to do this whole east side over here. Just going to zone it all the way up to the highway here. Help me come up with a better name for this district. Yeah, there we go. We'll color that in. It has cruise ships go by too. They come all the way upriver, all the way over here to this side. And under this bridge. Ladies' choice. Don't know if we have any ladies watching. Commander Root doesn't count. Commander Root is a bot, I'm sure. Okay. Knights of the Roundabout. For the district, we do have Camelot Park. We could do, you know what? That's actually not that bad. I was trying to think of other puns, but that's actually really good. Knights of the Roundabout. It's very large when you zoom out. Alright, so we want to take the road from here. It's a bit of an incline here, and we have the tram road turn off. What was Arthur's... What was the antagonist's name? There were a couple, right? There was Mordred. I think there was an evil... There was like a witch and a wizard. Then there was Guinevere, Lancelot. I'm just trying to think of how we want to do this. How do we actually take this over as comfortably as we can? Oh wow, it actually like ate into the bus station. There we go. Buying a little bit more space up here. Stretching that out a little bit. There we go. I think we could do another road off of that. Transit itself, I was just looking at the bus routes earlier when I changed the one, or I was trying to change the one stop for the orange bus. We could check on it just a little bit. Transit's in the way. Yeah, the bus stop is in the way. There we go. No, pick the power pole. I'm trying to come off of this here. Space already occupied. Slope too steep. I bet we can anarchy it in and then play with it, so let's go ahead and do that. The thing about anarchy is that it does not get rid of the trees. The roundabout that's over the highway? Oh, this roundabout, the tram roundabout. You know, it probably could. I think we're good here, though. We'll see kind of how this behaves. See if we end up with too much interaction between these two intersections being very close to each other. So we'll grab these trees, though. There we go. The trees would argue that they were there first. Also, this power line. Oh, we ended up with a little bit of a glitchy hiccup because I think I selected the move it tool while we still had the road selected. There we go. Oh no, above ground. There we go. Let's go. Chaos. Okay, a lot of people want to get off here and turn around for whatever reason. Also, this did weird stuff here. That is one heck of a jump. Watch your suspension. Someone took it a second ago. There you go, help you out a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to plan out a new neighborhood over here. which I'm kind of thinking we want like maybe one road to come down along the coast here, and maybe one to kind of follow along the highway, and maybe even it could maybe even come underneath this railroad track. I don't know who would want to live like in this circle here, but it might be a good way for the road to like make it over to the other side. This gets kind of low here though. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and play with some of our 4-lane roads with trees. Let's take one. Let's make a T here. Well, you know what? Let's bring this down just a little bit further. There we go. I think we still had anarchy on. Trees are mad lads. Back to 4 lanes here. Let's make a little bit of a T. I just want like a T-shaped intersection. This could immediately curve. I can swear I turned off anarchy, but we still have trees in the middle of the sidewalk. Either way. Let's curve down here. A nice parkside drive. Nice view of everything we built in Camelot Park. Maybe you come all the way down here. We have like a couple little roads come off of you here. In fact, we don't even want to use the 4-lane here. Let's have this then turn. Side drive. Then we'll have maybe a nice neighborhood up here on the hillside. We're gonna turn that in. We can do some roads off of that. Even here. Looking at it, and I'm actually not seeing a whole lot of real estate, which will be fine. Train. I want to kind of get creative here. That's enough room for cars. We'll have to come back through and clean up these trees. And no, we don't want to go underground. Like somebody could be zoned to live right next to the highway, which, while fun, seems like it'd be a terrible idea. Also, this looks like an unrealistic place for a tree to grow. So many unruly trees over here. I wonder if these are the trees that were placed, like, not randomly, naturally by the game, but by the map creator, and that's why they don't interact well with our roads when we place them. Because I'm pretty sure I turned anarchy off. The only trees I want in the road are the ones in the middle that are meant to be there. Okay, so we have kind of a under-over going on here with the train. Now we can start building some small neighborhood roads off of this. The Elisa Tunnel. I don't know how much good that's going to do, but maybe give some throughway from this side of the neighborhood to over here without having to go all the way down and around. Ferry service has been running pretty well. You can kind of see it going here. It's all spaced out. Ferries themselves are carrying 53 passengers every 10 minutes, and that's at 8:25 a.m. So, it's doing okay. I mean, compared to the tram or the metro that's carrying 600 people, the tram carrying 113, and the buses carrying upwards of like 4, 5, 5:50. But yeah, they're going. They're running. So maybe they'll pick up a little bit throughout the day. It's only 8:30 a.m. on a Sunday, and we may have fewer people working on Sundays. So yes, let's plan for some of these tree-lined roads. I like to go all out for our neighborhoods, spare no expense. Yeah, I could reduce them eventually. I'm not crazy worried about efficiency until we start losing more money, but I think that we're still gaining money throughout the day once the day actually picks up. I mean, we're losing at night ever since we built the university, but we'll see. Shuttle buses have a C in their name. That's good to know because I couldn't tell the difference between them before. Alright, let's go ahead and build some straight neighborhood roads off of here. Maybe come back a little bit further here. There you go. Okay, so across from the park. We could maybe even do a side entrance to the park over here. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. Up on top of the hill, we'll have the access for the top of the hill from over here. Some room for small buildings. Let's also have one come down this ridge here. And any of these areas that have like one square zone, sometimes you can fit larger commercial buildings, or not commercial, administrative buildings there, like hospitals or police stations. You can have those stretch a little bit deeper. They just won't automatically build. They just won't automatically build there. I don't want to tweak the terrain too much, so let's kind of see what it lets us build here. See, we don't want a bridge here. Here, that we could squeeze a little neighborhood in here if we move these power lines. All this being said, I think the power line should go. They're running to a toll booth over here, which also was built in part of the map, and I didn't even think about it, but I guess that was what was getting us some of our revenue early on. And we'll still have to make sure it gets power, but run these power lines a little bit differently here. I didn't notice that it was sitting in the middle of the road here. Okay. So let's actually take you to the other side of the highway for now. We don't have anything else going on over here, so you can just kind of stretch across here however you want. Make your way down. I'll read that in just a second, Matt. Go. That's what used to happen in your IRL city. All shuttle routes had a C in their name, but small problem. Some routes got so many people they had to convert to full-size buses, but still kept the C. That's probably so that people wouldn't, confuse their route letter, but suburban bus and shuttle routes sometimes. All routes are using traditional numbering system. Huh. Maybe they upgraded. Yes, the power lines are temporary until the neighborhood starts, but I'm not sure if they would get all the way over here, and I don't want this to get angry and collapse before the neighborhood actually spreads. There's some underground ones here. I forgot they replaced those. You see these like shadow pillars. Those are modded underground cables. I actually haven't looked at my local city's metro in a while. I know it recently got a good upgrade. But I rode it as a teenager, and I haven't ridden it in about 20 years. Let's see if we can come off here. I bet we could get off of this intersection here. Someone could live in there. And then we have this section here that we can try to get to. sad happened on the SkyTrain recently? Oh no, it ran over a bear? How did the bear get up in the sky? Just kidding, I know the SkyTrain's not in the sky. Oh no, okay. So maybe it didn't have safeguards. I mean, that kind of tells you, though, it's not just sad because it ran over the bear, that also kind of tells you, like, what if a person was there, you know? Like, the safety features wouldn't have kicked in for a person. Alright, so that kind of curves over to the other side here. Still tons of trees in the road. Huh. I'm all for automation, but we definitely have to make sure that you know, the program works without security or safety issues. Just like I love the idea of an automated car, and I know they prevent tons of wrecks. But you know, if I heard that one hit a bear, I would be concerned that it would also hit a person if they were in that same kind of situation. You know, so many trees in the road. SkyTrain is in the sky mostly, but in downtown it's underground. On the Evergreen line it's ground level and built near forest. Yeah, I rode a neat train in Portland, Oregon that kind of converted between, it went around town like a bus, and then it got on like a tram line and went really fast near the interstate, and it was pretty cool. Fences are usually enough to keep people out, but bears will go where bears want to go. As sometimes we'll see here on our own map. Moose go where moose want to go. Yeah, here's some more trees. I knew I saw some. There we go. Oh no, there's tons here. Ah! This whole area just needs to be completely cleaned up. Well, we're playing tree replanting service right now, so if anybody has any other topics that they want to talk about, we can talk about other stuff for a bit while I clean all these trees off the road, because my OCD tendencies here are not going to let me run this road with cars on it and trees planted in the middle of it. Yeah. Still kind of like gives you some hesitancy about, you know, the safety of it. I wonder what the experience inside the train was like. I wonder if it just kind of, you know, screeched to a stop, or if people even really felt it. Because it depends on how heavy the train is. It's kind of a personal thought. Trees on the coast. Some of these off. Kind of satisfying though. This is like a little Japanese garden or something that we're cultivating. Just kind of cleaning it up, making things more logical, telling it, no, you can't be illogical, you cannot have a tree there. No, that's the road. Yeah, I'm sure there are plenty. I don't mind the ones that are like really close to the sidewalk, like they kind of look okay. Like this one here, like I would normally leave that. It's just I don't want cars driving through trees, it looks terrible. Man, there's so many over here. I almost feel like we should put a logging industry up here. Logging industry actually gets its metrics for how well it does based on how many trees are nearby. But you could actually just turn on the tree brush and brush in a whole park full of trees if you wanted to help improve the industry, which we could do over there. We do have a logging industry in the first part of town. You know, kind of like that big tree in the middle there. Okay, so that road's clear. This road here just has one lone tree. Oh, we got some down here. Get out of the road. Okay. A couple kind of sticking up here. Those are fine. I think that our other road that we had issues with was this way, or did we already come up through here? Came up through there already. That looks good. Back over here again. This looks fine. We might be good to go. Oh, this power's not connected. What do we do here? Oh, it's just there. Need to be there right now. As long as that's connected over there, we're good. Oh, the road's up here on the top of the hill. That's what was left. Power. There we go. Yeah, these little roads up here. We'll move these a little bit further away from the road because the zoned areas next to the road will delete the trees anyway. When a house moves in, the trees nearby just disappear. Interestingly, they don't actually get deleted. If the house moves out or if you destroy the road, the tree that was there, that was hidden by the development, reappears. It's kind of neat. It's kind of unrealistic if you think about it, because if you tear out a bunch of trees to build a neighborhood, and then you tear that neighborhood out, the trees are not going to be there anymore, but you don't have to wait for them to, like, repopulate or anything. Alright. Cook Street is clear. We'll go through and remove traffic lights in a moment as well, but let's go ahead and make sure that we have water. We already do have quite a bit over here. Let's just make sure we fill in these gaps. I love that noise. Bring it up to here. Bing! Nope, not bing yet. Here's a bing. Bing! Up through here. There we go. And we're not over on the other side yet or anything. We are covered, yes. Now let's zone. I think that this area calls for low. Even though it's not a huge amount of land, it's not really a high density area, you know, it's off the water. I mean, maybe we do a mix. Maybe we do some high density in the more valuable land areas, like right next to the water. Where's the value? Yeah, like these areas here, maybe we'll do some high density, and then these areas back here we'll do some low density. Yes, let's paint in high density along this side of the road. We'll do some commercial as well, or something nearby. In fact, let's go ahead and do some commercial through here. And actually, maybe these first three buildings here too. That way we don't have houses too close to the highway. And then back here we could do some low density commercial. These will take a while to fill in. There we go. And then some more high density residential just along the beach here. That'll get us some nice tax revenue. And some low density right in here. A little neighborhood can move in. And as usual, we'll have to get them their amenities. Let's get this all painted in first. I'm interested in seeing what the houses that live inside of the train track think. They probably have terrible noise pollution right next to the highway and the train. So that might just keep them from leveling up, and they'll stay shacks for a while. How's noise pollution look? No, the train actually doesn't have much, but the highway certainly does. So that's why I kind of wanted to buffer the commercial areas there. But, I mean, that really is only back here, so there's going to be some houses here that are slightly affected by the noise. Especially right there, for whatever reason, they slow down a lot. Oh, the toll booth. Well, you got a toll booth in your backyard. Hey, there's a train coming through. really isn't a split. It really is just a loop for no reason. Unless it's a way to get it elevated. But honestly, I think the map maker was adding some flourish. Alrighty. So while these houses are working their way up, we have a little bit of time. Let's make sure that we get them the things that they'll need. We'll get them a crematorium for their dead. Put that back here by the highway. Let's get them a hospital, a medical clinic. It's kind of a small neighborhood. Medical clinic. Firehouse, fire station, firehouse. We'll do the quaint little firehouse. You know what, maybe we'll put that back in here a little bit. Firehouse and a couple houses around it. And police. We'll do the quaint police station. Put that back over here-ish. Yeah, that's a good spot. Kind of overlaps onto that house's wall a little bit, but you know what? They're probably fine with it. You don't have power. No, you don't. It's growing in your direction, though. You'll be fine. And down here we had put, oh yeah, high density. Okay. But our demand has almost completely gone down now, so this is going to take a little while to fill out. In that case, maybe what we'll do is we'll take one of these underground power lines, and if we place it just kind of over here on the other side of the road, or under here, which I don't think we have any zoning there. Oh, we do. Commercials right here, but not to the left or right of it. Okay. Place one here, and one here, and one here. There we go. Now the power's connected. These are just little one-time purchases of $100, and they connect underneath. Some people do their whole cities with those, but those are modded content, and I don't always trust them to load properly. So I've only used them really in Camelot Park to kind of give power to some of the park structures here, and then what we just did there. I didn't use them very much back in here. So, looks like a lot of the complaints about workers on this side of town have gone away, if they were even there in the first place, over here in the Applewood district. Applewood? Applegate? Applegate Woodland. We still have people over here that need jobs, but maybe they'll make their way down. We do need to connect this with more, and it is probably about that time that we split the subway into multiple paths, because honestly, while we could still extend it yet further, it's getting a little ridiculous with how long it goes. Like this blue line here is just one subway tunnel that goes the length of the entire city, so it probably takes a little too long to go from one place to the other now. So what we should probably consider doing is making a loop here from Initech over to Mulberry, maybe up to Portis Villa, make that a loop, and then have another one come out here to Knights of the Roundabout, and then maybe come down here, because we'll probably expand down here later, and then around, and maybe they have some connecting points on either side here. Portis Villa and Mulberry Hills might be the places to transfer to. Maybe we don't do the loop on this side yet until we develop over here. We just do one loop here, and then one over here. I think as long as we connect it well, and just do two routes. One route around the loop, and one route kind of coming out to Knights of the Roundabout. I think that'll extend it well. 2 half loops with a connector in the middle, yeah. Kind of thinking I'm going to make like a lowercase b first. Go ahead and look at extending this out. We know that we're going to want to do that. Metro tunnel. So where do we want our metro tunnel to come out at over here? Good question. People live up here. They can walk down. They walk down to over here. Commercial hasn't moved in yet, so maybe right here is a good metro spot. Yeah, because the commercial hasn't moved in yet. They can walk a little ways. So worst case, someone who lives over here has to walk over here to the metro. Alternately, we can put it up here, where we have a commercial spot that hasn't moved in yet. And people can walk down here to up here, over here to over here. We could also have bus lines. I like the idea of having both eventually. So people have alternate paths they can take. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring it over to here. So let's put in a metro station here. That fits. But this is underground, so I have to be careful with that. Can you... metro tunnel. You can cross here. You can. You're deep enough. Good, good. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Curve tool. Curve that over. Perfect. And then take the stops tool. And just take the bottom line here. Drag it over to the stop. There we go. Yeah. So we created a stop here. We would otherwise be good to go if we were satisfied with leaving that line as is, but I do think we should upgrade our subway as well. Then honestly, the next time we have some residential demand, we do need to get a neighborhood over here, or somehow improve Pancake Town. There's not much way to improve Pancake Town. I mean, look at it. It's a bustling little neighborhood. But maybe we can improve some traffic up to get to work. No, you know, like, if they live down here, they can just drive right up the hill. Yeah, let's take a look at our subway lines. So this one here, I think I want to bring it over to Mulberry Hills. Let's put a stop in somewhere in Mulberry Hills. Let's take a look around. It's another low-density neighborhood. Exit to the town is right here. We already have this ferry pier over here, which is kind of a neat way for them to get from one side of the river to the other. But honestly, they could use something even more modern. Probably right along this main road, but not too close to the entrance area. Like maybe like right over here next to the police station. Sorry, you gotta move out. Or do you? Apparently you don't. Why did you not move out? That's very strange. You're not moving back in. I mean, if you want to move in here, you can. Okay, so we have a subway there. And then the way we want to shape our line... Do people move into Ramen Packet Island? Oh, they hate the noise. Citizens are sick. Why are you sick? Are they sick from the noise? No way. Oh, wow. The prison is hugely noisy. You're bringing down my whole town's happiness. Have anybody sick from noise. I mean, we'll see if they move out. They might move out and then someone else will move in. If they move out, we'll de-zone it. Okay. Back to what we were doing over here with the subway. Let's take the subway lines here. We already have it come down to here, to the Initech district. So let's curve this over. Over to there. And then I want this to make a circle, but probably not just Smoggy Side Heights, because that's just these three areas that are not very busy. I kind of wanted to come all the way over to Portis Villa, but that's here. We can connect multiple ends here. We can come off here like this. That'll connect. think we need to go ahead and do that. It's gonna be super expensive, like if we weren't mid to late game. $30,000. Okay. Just kind of rethinking the lines here. Let's create a new line first. Take the metro, start here. Stop here, but then come back in to here. We did put two really close together here, didn't we? Here. 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 And complete the line. So now we have a green metro line. And it is beginning. Cool. Kind of neat to think of the subway going under the river. Oh, I guess it actually goes down too. That's kind of neat. See it under there. So now, do we still want the blue to go all the way down? I don't think so. I don't think we want this stop anymore. Just delete that stop. I think I can... I think I just did. Okay, so now it comes to here and stops. I don't think we even want these with the blue. I think we want to let the blue go. Let's follow it over here. Here. Let's keep going. Make sure green still has the stops. They do. Okay. So now blue comes through here. I think blue should just stop here. It's kind of hard to tell exactly where the mouse is. I don't want to delete the green stops. I think we're good. So we just take one, complete it. Did that work? I think it did. So now the blue trains will kind of end up stopping and waiting a little bit. But I don't see it getting too bad if they take turns. The blue trains won't end up over here naturally. They'll just have to work their way back in. And then they'll stop on the right side here, and the green will stop on the left side. If these guys would stop. Oh, I see. Well, the blue would have to take off next. It'll work itself out. If this ends up sitting here for too long, it'll despawn, which will be fine. Okay, so now we have the blue line that just comes up through here, these three stops. The green line is the longer one now, but honestly, between here and here, between Initech and Mulberry Hills and Portis Villa, this is just a straight shot with no stops, so I don't think it takes very long to get from place to place. For a minute there, I thought there was very little traffic on the roads. There we go. Now let's take a look at our bus lines. So let's see here. The yellow comes through here, actually stops at the bus stop itself. Then we have the red. The orange, which comes down through this neighborhood. The green, which takes the big long loop here. The red, which comes down through Pancake Town. So honestly, I think we should just have another one come through here. Oh, these guys don't have water. Surely you don't. Sorry about that. Now you don't have to move out. barbecue place that is. It's kind of cool though. It's like in the trees. Well, then again, so is everything over here. That's terrible. Maybe I can help your business out here. There you go. Trees, they're rabid. Okay, they're all leveling up. Nice. Let's take a look at those bus lines. So if we start some bus stops, I think we can actually also connect over here at the actual bus depot. Let's create a new line. Just kind of have it pull out. Come down here. Just stop there. Come on down around the main road here. Stop there. Maybe you stop over here, across from the people who live on that hill. Then right here. Stay on the main road though. Yeah, you can stop there. We can get a stop in here. Just one. And then we'll have you come back out. Maybe you stop right there. And then go around the roundabout and close your loop. So that's kind of a magenta color. It's a little close to the, oh, we already have a magenta one as well. Let's see, we need a blue one. Let's change one to like a sky blue. Kind of an olive green. It's a little close to the yellow. So we go with like more of a bright green. No, we have a bright green already. Darker green. And then the Knights of the Round Table. That one could be kind of like a silver gray. Is that too hard to see? Not really, I can kind of tell it's there. Alright, let's take a look at the buses on that line. School buses. Those were added in with the newest the university expansion. Let's actually select the types that we want here. For this little neighborhood, Matt, what type of bus do you think we should add? Just the shuttle buses? The express shuttle? Oh, looks like we already have a couple with like 15 people. The shuttle buses hold 30. Just kind of looking at the different capacities here, 70. 80. Biofuel bus is 30. Normal bus is 30. Let's go with Chevrolet shuttle bus, or express. Let's have 6 of those. We may not even need 6. Let's actually take one out. Let's have 5 of those. There they go. Little bluish silver shuttle buses. Oh no. Okay, what's happening here? They've formed the Ouroboros. Okay, so you guys should all be able to pull into the intersections. That's going to be an issue. This may resolve that issue. Those are good. When we added this new intersection here, it kind of borked up the rules for them continuing to go. What are y'all doing? Surely we didn't set lane rules here, did we? No, we haven't done any lane rules yet. Could do a little bypass here. Oof. I don't like those two intersections being that close, but as long as there's no lights. Don't stop, pull through. So people coming over here don't have to get up on the circle. Alright, now you guys are all getting off the highway to get down here. Once this half circle here kind of clears up, this should start to clear up. This is a city song right here. We got lights we gotta turn off. This is intersection cleaning music. It's all ready. No lights. This is a city without traffic lights because they're terrible. Did they all come back? No, just that one. Like I said, sometimes you click on that mod to turn it off, and if you don't exit that one part of the tool, your traffic lights come back. But I guess it's only the first one you clicked on. Very strange. This is clearing up ish. Where are you guys going? You're going over here? Okay, hear me out here. What if this is actually very close. Oh, you know what though? That's all connected now. So yeah, worked out exactly like you thought it would, Craig. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we do another crazy bit. We say, hey, you visiting my neighborhood? Why don't you go on and come in through here? There's a way to select this. Okay, we got it. Boop. It never needed that support anyway. There we go, that looks natural. If they really need to, they can turn in here. They shouldn't need to turn off here and go up, but like we normally do, let's tell them, okay, you cannot turn to the right here. Oh, it's also still a little wonky. Come on, give me 0 wonk. I was really looking forward to no wonk. I guess the grass is fine. This is fine. It just means there's no sidewalk there. That means they can't cross the road here or here to walk across. Probably shouldn't be walking there anyway. But we should give them some sort of walking path over here and an entrance to the park. Yeah. If you ever see a wobble, let me know. I fix just about anything weird when I see it, but I have to see it. This little steep. But we all know my rule for, or my saying for the steep roads. Those I don't necessarily always fix, just pump your gas on the bottom of the hill. Autosave, thank you. Oh, look at these. Quaint. A little German quarter. Okay, yes. Connect sidewalks. No, not raised. Actually, maybe yes, raised a little bit. There you go, raised over the tram line. Raised walkway, they don't need to walk to the other side. Let's get them a back entrance to the park, maybe. Yeah, we have... I don't play with it too much, but if you actually select a district, you can select the theming with a theme manager mod that I have installed, but I almost never do anything, and I believe that it's randomly selected European or European Suburbia, which comes pre-installed with the game. It may have come with one of the expansions, but it's an official theme. There are also modded themes you can get, like futuristic or Japanese suburb, or just different areas of the world. I'm trying to think of what might be the best entrance, the back entrance for our park, and we may have to tear up a skyscraper for it. You know what, though? We'll take out this little guy. Sorry, bud. You were kind of an obvious choice. These are much larger buildings that allow more people to live there. But for our park, I believe it is a city. It was a city park type, right? Let's find the back entrance here. Small park main gate, small park side gate. What's the deal with the side gate again? The side gate connects the park area to the road network, allowing additional entrances to the park area requires a main gate. Yeah. Not in park area. Okay, let's expand the park area that little bit there. There you go. Some of these people live in the park. I'm sure they're happy to get free entrance to the park area. There we go. Then we'll take a path right off of that. Just down the hill here. Curve you into the main path. You know what though? It doesn't look like the same type of path. I don't think it was an amusement park. Yeah, we can probably find out by selecting one of these. This is a restroom. Gravel path. Oh, we just did gravel just for the aesthetic. So we could upgrade this path to gravel. Does this look like gravel? Oh yeah, it went down. Yeah, that's fine. And the other one looked nicer as far as the path goes, but this park is meant to have like a medieval kind of aesthetic. Nice. And if any pedestrians decide to walk through our park because it's faster, they have to pay our fee. What is the park ticket price? It's been so long since we've been over here. Here's the main gate. We're charging $10 per entrant, and we've had 65,000 visitors, which means we made $650,000 off of this. Honestly, it's a very popular park. We'd probably up it to 12. Suckers. I mean, welcome to my park. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been over here. Or at least, you know, it's been a few few episodes, which for me, 1 episode per week. It's been like a month or 2. But I like how it connects now. Oh, wow, okay. That's an interesting path. But you ride your bike on it just fine, I guess. Right, so new neighborhood complete. And we actually have more residential demand, which is great. It's exactly what we were talking about needing for the Orsum district. Almost. I mean, eventually it will be $1 million idea. Shh, I don't think I built this bridge tall enough so it clips the top of the boats. They're fine. What's your issue? The building is flooding. So the waters sometimes rise here too much. A little bit. Now it's fine. Sometimes it's not. Let me see if we can do a quick little levee next to it. Oh man. Children's ride, it's a unicorn. Okay. Let me find where the levees are. I don't think they're next to the dam. Actually, they're called something else. They're called like a quay. So water outlets. Industrial factories, warehouses. Transport. I feel like they'd be under landscaping. But we could search. There's walls and fences. No, it's none of those. Honestly, it's probably on like somewhere near roads. It's not a road either, because those are transportation. We'll search. Quay. No items under quay. Let's look here again. Walls, trees. No, it's not there. Not unique buildings. Could be parks. We haven't built any of these health buildings either, like the medical helicopter, the sauna, the community pool, the yoga garden. Maybe we built a yoga garden. Water. We're already looking here. Electrical. Yeah, we could put the children's unicorn. I'm stumped. I could swear that they were in one of those menus, but there's a quay that you could put along the waterfront. I mean, surely we're not, like, yet to unlock it. Colossal City gets us a nuclear power plant. Cargo hub. Airports come with Metropolis. I'm not sure what all these things are with Megalopolis. International Airport, Cargo Airport Hub. We're only like, yeah, like 2 or 3 levels away from being fully leveled up. But let me do a quick search here. Let's do cities, Skylines, Quay Anarchy. Decoration. How to quay. Quays and terraforming. Is it under the terraforming menu? It's just water, ground resources, city policies, economy. Surface tool. Bulldozer menu. I really want that quay. Let's see here. exploration. Jump to canals and quays. It's unlocked at Tiny Town, so we already have it. Pathways that ferries can use. So, was it here near ferry? I think it is. We have seawalls here. That's very similar. I feel like we selected canals before. Monorail, cable car, taxi. I feel like seawalls would work similarly, but that's not exactly the right thing. This is going on a little too long, so we'll come back for that later. Apologies, apologies. It's definitely not a park prop. Very strange about canal. I guess this only searches for items, though. And that's more of a road-esque thing. It's not here, right? No. Yeah, I wouldn't think that it would be a type of road. Park zones. No. Okay. Enough of that, enough of that. Alright, so Pancake Town is not providing enough workers. They're probably pretty educated. Let's take a random example here. 1 uneducated, 1 educated, 2 well-educated, 5 highly educated people living there. What's your issue? Not enough educated workers. That's a commercial building. Well, you got plenty that live right here. I'm sure you'll find somebody. They need workers. They need workers who can get here quickly enough. They need workers who live here? This road doesn't render very well from far away. You can see these little like triangles. But when you get close, it looks fine. Yeah, so I'm thinking a neighborhood down here. It's pretty much a mining town. Now the question is, how separate can we make it from this main industrial road? How separate do we want to make it from this industrial road? How overloaded will the Cobra get? It is 5 p.m. on a Sunday. It is rush hour, but it is a weekend. So we can have them come off of... We can have them take a completely different exit. Not even dealing with the Cobra up here. And then kind of bypassing it by connecting onto this back road, maybe. And hopefully that won't cause too much traffic. They can then drive up through here. Here, or we could do a connection here with another switchback down this side of the mountain so they can get up to work. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Let's go ahead and do a similar type of road that'll allow for lots of cars. Let's upgrade this road. Does that work? Kinda. Is that... Yeah, I think we anarchied that in, so let's kind of move these back a little bit. There we go. The car's teleported. Let's take the same... Oops. That button. Picker. There we go. Let's upgrade this. And let's pause for just a moment. Let's take that out. And let's connect here. that connected, let me actually take 5, since I did start just a little bit early today. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, and I will be right back. While we're away, we can go ahead and watch the cinematic camera, and I will be right back. See you in a moment. All right. Welcome back. Let's jump back in here. We have an awesome synth saxophone solo going on. What's this called? Reawakening memories closed up in his chest. Kind of deep. Okay, so I'm thinking that we just go ahead and have them get off of the highway here, since we already have an exit, and then they drive past the incineration plant to get to their new neighborhood, because I'm thinking this is going to be like a real low-budget neighborhood for uneducated workers who want to work in the Orsum district. Yes. Okay, so we'll kind of curve up through here, similar to what we did before, except instead of doing a roundabout road, we already have one road that we're kind of avoiding here. We'll actually do one up the middle with kind of a ribs of houses, is what I'm thinking for this area. our winding road here. Bring it up. Kind of match the water line a little bit here. Maybe like that. Maybe kind of start curving up this way. And then just bring it all the way up here, and then we'll decide how we want to connect that in just a moment. But yeah. Yeah, so that's going to go out that direction. I'll skip that, whatever that is. Funky, okay. Alright, so these roads... we could do dirt roads, but it honestly does, it just gives the aesthetic. It doesn't actually affect whether or not they get educated or not. In fact, like I said before, we have a mod on currently that is making it more realistic for the people who move into the town, so they're randomly mixed. They're not all young adults that are uneducated. They can be of any age or education. So actually let one bit come over here. Actually, how's the pollution over here? Ugh, I don't know if anyone will want to live here. Maybe we'll make some of their services over here. Similarly, we can maybe have one over here. But we'll do this all the way up for this neighborhood. In fact, we can kind of min-max it a little bit. Well, I think we should at least go every 2 blocks. We probably shouldn't come off of 2 separate nodes like that very often. It's going to be an interesting little neighborhood. Very specifically a corporate neighborhood. This is meant for you to live and work. This was not developed with recreation in mind. You work for Orson Welles. This one's a little weird. Let's just come out this direction with this one. And then here we'll kind of come up like that. Instead of bringing this off of up here, since this is going to be the main connection, let's just bring this over to kind of fill some of that space. A little bit of space in here for some of these others as well. Like here, maybe we can come in and out. But we don't want to do that with all of them. Just some. This one here, maybe. Maybe even up here. We can bring this over. Let's kind of do some artsy, creative stuff here to fill in some of these spaces. When I first started this map, I said that I didn't want to do this very much. This is kind of min-maxing the space, and I said that I wanted it to be much more organic, but I think that if a company was in charge of building a little neighborhood for the people who work there, they would try to use every square foot. And maybe over here. There we go, look at that. That may actually be the largest square footage neighborhood, actually, when we're done with it. So let's actually paint this in. We'll go ahead and include that. So what should we name this mining town? Birch Hills is the default. So we mining town name. Let's go in here with just the straight up low density residential marquee tool and just paint this whole area, and we'll put commercial in separately. But let's just start with all residential here. Weird angles sometimes. I guess we could use the paint tool for some of these. When you have it off at odd angles, you end up like clicking a million times to get all these little ones. Don't want to miss anybody. Is that all of them? I think it is. So let's come in with some commercial along the main road here. Right click, left click. Paint this in. Commercial's just going to take forever to fill out in our town. I don't know why, but we've had very little interest in commercial. I think we built a lot of it towards the beginning in the main Port Isabella district, and ever since then, there's been very little interest. But when little stores want to move in, this will be their opportunity. Oh, we have some houses here already. Well, you're not going to want to live... Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, you're not going to want to live right next to that. Sorry guys, move back out. Let's get you put a hospital down here, right in the polluted area. Okay, we'll go across. Let's do crematorium down here. Let's do an official fire station and police station for these. Let's kind of put them towards the middle on the other side. There's the fire station. The police headquarters, we'll put that over here. Police helicopter depot. No, we're not going to do that just yet. I want to put no schools over here for right now. Oh, I guess they are going to need water. Let's make a spine of water. Actually, just follow it in both directions. I was going to do the little ribs, but we don't need to go all out like that when it covers just about enough that way. Awesome. How's electricity looking? Oh, it's already spreading nicely. Alright, we don't have anybody driving through here much, really, yet. The houses are popping up, but the people who have moved in haven't really driven into town yet. Oh, there's a car. Oh, there's a couple of hearses leaving the crematorium. We have a couple of our usual tree culprits here. Can you guys not say you did? Guess we don't see these till we really zoom in, do we? Maybe I don't. I could be the blind one. All these little trees are in the road. That's what most of this episode is. Plucking trees out of the asphalt. Alright, I think the rest of this looks fine. Okay, let's get this connected. Kind of thinking that I might bring it up to this intersection And in doing so, create some cross traffic, but it might be inevitable here. And then maybe also come up here. That. Look at that intersection. Take the lights out. So that's going to let them go over to the other side, but they still don't have a great way to get up here unless they come up and turn onto this road. So what I think I'd like to give them... Well, we could give them a pedestrian option. I actually don't hate that, and I don't want them to cross this road. So let's give them like an above-ground skywalk to get to work. Or maybe we do a switchback, like, walking path that comes down the hill. We have a sidewalk right here. Let's try something a little fun. Let's try it. Let's take a pedestrian walking path here. Yeah, right off of that. What happens if you come out one? Okay, you're painted onto the side of the mountain. And if you came down, you would just be... Wow, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I understand. Let's take that little bit out. Actually, open a new drink here. Cheers. Alright. Now what I'm thinking is that we can come out, if we actually set this setting here to raise the earth to our pathway. I don't know if it'll work. It does not work for pathways. This may not work the way that we thought it would. Maybe we start down here. Let's try this. Let's go... Let's say we have a path. Let's say we already have a path from here to here. It makes its way over to the foot of the hill. Let's get our camera set. Here we go. And then it comes over to the left, and it goes up 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, so we have some verticality here. Theme of the day. Saxophones and road trees. So then our path comes over 1, back over here, maybe even like twice as far over, up 1, 2, 3. Right, and then it comes back, just one section. And then it comes back over here. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Starting to get a little close to the hill though. Little steep, little steep. I don't think we're doing it. Kind of. We'll fix that in a moment. Come back towards the hill a little bit. No, too steep, too steep. That kind of works. And then if you page down and connect there, we can tweak the rest of this and make it look right. So let's take this here, let's bring it out some, and this kind of in some. This might be the wonkiest looking part by the time we're done. But honestly, if we make this kind of more flat, it makes more sense. And this, if we can bring it in, bring this up, bring this down. Why it makes the decisions it makes sometimes I don't know. And even up here on the hill, we can't escape trees in the middle of our pathways. But just for that, you live on a cliff now. Okay, this is a little steep here. No, not the curve. I want the node. Yeah, there we go. Come in here. That can stand to be a little steeper, so let's bring this down some. Let's bring this up some. That doesn't look unrealistic. It looks like it would be a walk, but it does not look like an unrealistic footpath. At least I don't think so. I don't know what city would actually choose to create that, but we're not just any city. Where's the... There we go. Better. Hamilton Land? What is Hamilton Land? Is that like the one little industry district that we made on accident? No, Hamilton Land does not exist. So this, I would connect it to this sidewalk, but again, I don't want people crossing the road here. So what I'm going to do is actually bring this pathway down. I'll give it a curve so it kind of matches the road here. But when we come to here, what I'd like to do... Get rid of the zoning. There we go. I was going to show it to us anyway. Let's come over to here. Straight line. Up, 1, 2, 3, across, and then down on either side, probably both sides actually. 1, 2, 3. That connects, you can kind of see that there. And then one over here on this side too. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I don't mind if they cross here, I just don't want them crossing here. So we'll set that rule right here. No crossing on this side of the road. Get up on the overpass if you want to do that. I guess you can cross here if you want. You really shouldn't need to. I don't think we'll see many pedestrians over here on this side, so we'll let them cross if they want to. Maybe not there. What did that truck just do? They pulled into the wrong way and then came down here. Okay. Now we have some houses moving in. Birch Hills, you are Slag Farms. Let's kind of reorient ourselves. This is to the north. But our city looks nice. It's kind of starting to look like a brain. How's Initech doing? Our offices are not complaining. We can maybe expand our office area a little bit too. We do have some industrial demand. Does this look like fewer people complaining? Still quite a few. It's going to take a little while for people to get jobs and come over here. If they really wanted to drive, I guess they could take their car up through here. What would their path look like if they came underneath? Then they'd have to turn, go up the hill. You like Slag Farms? Yeah, they got some nice little houses here for working at the ore mines. 9 uneducated, 1 uneducated, 3 uneducated. And they're looking specifically for... Oh, some of them want educated workers. Are these mostly educated jobs? Let's see. Somebody who doesn't have who they need. Yeah, they need at least elementary school education, so we'll put an elementary school down here. I like how they're specifically moving in down here first. You can see it. Community school is the alternative to elementary school. And we'll put that on the main strip. Put it right here. Watch that light up. Will it light up? There it goes. No, maybe. We can kind of see the green stretching all the way down the street when we highlight it here, so when it's active, that'll be where it works. I guess it just says, I guess it's not operating because it's 9:40 p.m. on a Sunday. We may also want to tell this area to have the policy for Old Town so no trucks drive through here, but I still think that this road is still going to be the straightest path. If it wasn't, we would already see trucks taking this route. Yeah, no, trucks are staying on the highway over here. Kind of like how that looks. In this case, the difference in lights actually makes sense, and that's the highway. We have people biking. Do we have people that are going to take our path? So we have some traffic lights, I guess, that we need to cut out. Let's kind of watch. I mean, they've got to be going towards the pathway, right? We can kind of stalk them and see. Let's see. Who are you? Robert Campbell. Where are you headed? Yeah, you're headed up over the path. You're going to use the walkway. You're going to the Sea Fortress. Okay, so you're walking all the way over here. And then you're going to stop here, probably get on the bus. But the Sea Fortress is right there, right? I kind of want to watch him walk up the hill. We could have become him for a moment. No, we have to use this camera button. There we go. Look at that. I mean, honestly, my legs would hurt just looking at that before I even started the journey up. But hey, they're using it. This guy's using it just to take the bus on the other side. Alright, so it's gonna get a little clippy, so maybe we back out and watch him. Is he carrying something? It's kind of hard to tell. Skateboard. Yeah, it doesn't look too steep. Honestly, I wish that these pathways had like stairs when they were steep. Right? I wonder how fast Usain Bolt runs. Usain Bolt, top speed, 27 miles per hour. So just a third of the fastest that humans ever run before. Carrying a skateboard up a hill. Alright, so they're moving in. All the ferries in their backyard. The number of ferries might be overkill, but actually it looks like they're all kind of grouped up together. Where does this road go? What is this? Rosemary Street. So this map is full of little areas like this that are like good starting points. 29, you talking about Usain Bolt? So we filled this area out. I'm just trying to think if we need to do anything with cars. been so weary about traffic. Wary. Eventually weary, but wary about traffic that I'm just kind of thinking about future-proofing this a little bit. I'm still kind of concerned and I want to see how it plays out, but so far so good because nobody's moved in. It's overnight on a Sunday. What's your issue? Citizens are sick. What's the pollution look like here? Yeah, pollution's in your backyard, guys. Y'all need to move out. You guys too. We'll put some other stuff over here. Oh, yeah, go for the refresh. Sorry about that. Alright, these guys are still needing some workers, but again, I think it may be until morning before we see that clear up. We could look at doing... We could look at doing commuter trains. Where does this train go? Curves up here. It would really only connect these two sides so far. We could maybe do a station over here. And then one over here. Kind of connected to this. Maybe right here or right here. So a commuter train would come in and kind of go back out on the same line. Where does it go on this side of town? It goes out. Is there another train? I don't think so. We can check. What does train track look like here? It's not exactly highlighted. Is it outside connections? Escape routes? No. Something we could work on later too is tourism. Heating, terrain heights. It's kind of a cool view. Things are very level in our town. Even the Orsum area is like not too high. What was I looking for here? There's one for outside connections. It still doesn't highlight the train track. Oh well. I was just sort of thinking that maybe there was another train out here somewhere. But honestly, the train comes up through here, goes across the river, underground here, comes out there. Also comes out here, back down to this side. That's where it leaves the map there. So technically the train does come over near the Initech area-ish. Yeah, over here on the left. Then it splits over here, and I bet it leaves the map in this direction. Runs along the road here. Yep, leaves the map there. All that being said, we could just do a couple of train stops. That would be kind of neat. These are two-sided tracks, so they shouldn't get in the way of each other. We could do it right here. Actually, that might be better. Here's how this would work, in my opinion. We would do a train station. Rotate. It has to be along a road anyway. So we'll use the same kind of road. Bring it down in this direction some. best way to connect to this would be just a traffic circle above the interstate like we normally do. We already have one right here, so we're good. So I'm thinking if we bring it all the way over here, we can maybe even do a parking lot across the street if somebody brings a car or something. This allows for the train to connect on both sides here. So then we take the train track, come off here, give it a curved connection to here. And this is wide enough away that if we also connected this side, bridge. They're connected. Looks good. This side. I think that looks good. Oh, we were still underground and selected. That works. Might need water. So now people can take the train from here if we make a route. So this train comes all the way over here. If we have another industry or neighborhood over here, we can do another stop here, and then connects here. It goes both ways. I think we looked up here. Oh, this is where we can do like a cool airport area later too. That's a whole other side of the map though. Anyway, the one that comes up here, I lost it, where is it? It's right here. Here, splits to the left, comes down all the way across. Someone might want to take this train. Maybe they want to take it over here to go to work. So this actually comes over by our pre-existing train stations. I love Twitch. It sends you notifications that people that you follow are streaming live, even while you're still streaming yourself. So, I feel like if we try to connect it back here, maybe it won't cause too much of an issue. I don't know, man. Maybe this side of the road's a good idea. Let me try it. So we had this connected here. That is a train station for people. It only has one track, we don't need both of those. Can I select one to tear out? No. Yes, no. Apparently that's not a thing you can do anymore. That way though. Don't mess with me, I have mod tools. Bring this over. And essentially connect those. No, straight line. They'll probably cross over there, that's fine. I think they always do that. The idea here is that people could come over here to get on the train, so we may want to do an extension of this walkway to allow them to do that. So bring this over, then 1, 2, 3 down, allow them to walk over this sidewalk. They may have to cross the street though. 2, 3. There are no crosswalks here. We don't want to block the trucks. 2, 3. always forget when I go underground with the demolished. And then I wonder why I can't select anything. There we go. That's better. That's connected to the sidewalk there. So people can walk over and take the train. And if they come from this neighborhood, they may actually want to take a quicker path here. Let's just give them a very short pathway here. Let's say, if you take that path, that's going to be over here near a nice park. In fact, well, no, yeah, we'll go with one of these. Eight by 8 fountain. Yeah, that works. I like how it's called 8 by 8 fountain, but there is no fountain here. Just decided, nah, does not want to be a fountain. Okay, these don't have electricity now. No, they should. Might be having a brownout. Yeah, electrical availability is low for the first time in a while. Let's go ahead and get another solar updraft tower. We had a special place for these all the way over here. So plop another one down right there. Watch that kick on. We're good for a while. I mean, honestly, we can just pop in another one. What's the upkeep on these? 2,000. Yeah, we're dwindling on our money. We've spent a lot recently. I'm hoping we can turn this up. Let's go back up to 12 on tax. See if we make some of our money back. We'll leave commercial down at 10. Bring industry up to 11, residential up to 12. Hey! We made Colossal City. So now we have nuclear power as an option, cargo hubs, which I think are trains and ships, maybe? I'll have to take a look at them. Floating cafe, which is kind of cool. Fancy a coffee with a twist. And then ocean thermal energy conversion plant. Generates energy from the shoreline. We'll take a look at those. We also unlocked some new unique buildings. We honestly only have 2 more levels to get. The next one is at 60,000, the next one's at 75. We are currently at 40,000. Love the fireworks. Yeah, let me take a look at those really quick, because we just put a solar updraft tower in. Nuclear. Oh wow, solar updraft tower gets us 240 megawatts. It has an upkeep of 2,000. Nuclear has an upkeep of 8,000 every 10 minutes, but outputs 3 times as much. So it actually seems like the solar updraft tower is a better value because it's a fourth of the cost for upkeep. Geothermal's 80. Ocean thermal energy conversion, that gets us 480, has an upkeep of 6,000. So yeah, between all of those, solar updraft actually seems to be the most efficient cost-wise. So I think I'm going to stick with that for now. This thing is still flooding. We never found the quay. We never will. I'll find it offline. Honestly, I feel like one of these should be it. Let's look at some unique buildings as well while we wait for this to kind of populate, because it looks like some of these jobs are getting filled. Looks like we only have like, 5 or so. And you've got like a... Oh, he had like a supply issue, but that went away. Oh, you're flooding? Did you build your house right on the water? look like you're flooding. Do we have like a tidal issue going on? You look fine. I mean, if you move out because of flooding, that's your problem. Can't even see you. We were so zoomed out when we built this area. You don't have like water on your property, do you? I don't see it on the ground. Sometimes you can have like a very low level of water that kind of splashed up onto the coast, but no, I think they're just... Oh! They're not flooding, they don't have water pipes. I have the brain of a goldfish. Okay. I need stilts. Okay, I think we're good now. I just forgot to cover those little outside areas there. I'm not even going to bother cleaning up some of these roads. I think it's just kind of hilarious that their neighborhood is just in the forest. I know some areas of Nashville that look like this, so I'm just going to leave it. Alright, how is our path looking here? Look at that. So many people taking our path. This little bit here is a little wonky. Trees overhanging here. I swear I looked at this already. Okay. Maybe they're growing. And they're just popping up on the road. Thanks, I hate it. But no, everything looks great. So, before we go for the night, because I think I'll be on for about another 15 minutes or so, let's make sure that this is going the way that we want it to. Cars leaving here might pose an issue. We might want a traffic circle here. But a lot of people came into town on the train, it looked like. We missed the train. Well, we have all the fire helicopters now, and they do their job. We haven't seen very many natural fires over here lately. Yeah, so this traffic is backing up a little bit. Well, no, these guys are normal. No, they are backing up just a little bit here. Because of this. Let's put a circle here. Let's pause. Let's say... Let's go temporarily drag that to right there. We want... Well, actually, let's select the type of road. We want this type of road. Nope, it did not do the right time. Let's see, 4-lane highway. You know what, sure. Let's do a 4-lane highway. Okay, kind of ate into the wall here a little bit. We didn't want this thingy here. It's fine. No! No, not like that. There we go. Curve here to here. So that's good. Now I kind of just want to connect these and see how they behave first. Because we may not need to do specific like on and off ramps. You went underground-ish. No, but we do need to manually tell them to treat this like a roundabout. No traffic lights. Here's something we can do. Marquee tool. Trees only. Should have done that ages ago. No matter where we go, we have rogue trees. I've been toggling back and forth. This menu right here, like right now it is on, but it's not always on. Like when I built the neighborhoods on the east side of town, and I built some roads and saw trees on the roads, I'd hit Control A to turn it off, and then kept building, and the trees just persisted. Okay, so we have a circle here now. Let's also tell them the usual. You're allowed to pull in. Okay. That's preset. That's good. That we had to rebuild. Did not have that preset. These are good. Okay. Yes. Nevertheless, the tree persisted. Especially this one. That would just be terrifying. If you're just headed down the interstate and then there's just a tree growing in the third lane. Okay, so let's watch this intersection for a bit. Doesn't seem to be backing up, really. This is good now. I kind of want to see a commuter train come in. That would be kind of neat. We haven't made a line yet. We do need to make our own line. Right now, they can come from other cities and get out here, which I think is the line of cars that we saw earlier was a train that came from out of town. Hey, here's one. Also, there's a fire up here. Oh, it's out already. Okay. So yeah, so they just kind of show up, and then their capsule cars from their pocket just kind of pop out onto the street. Which is kind of weird, but I'm glad I left these tracks down here. Yeah, look, all the people. We should probably connect a subway over here, and maybe even have a bus now, but this is where they wanted to go. This is where they wanted to arrive in town at, which means we probably have some people arriving in town over here too on occasion. Oh yeah, look at that. These people trying to leave and get into town. Let's give them the option to get onto the highway here. It's kind of a random inlet, but if they happen to already want to head in this direction, they can. That should cut a few of them. Should see some people go this way. Maybe not. Where are they all going? Some of them are getting on, so these guys would have taken that path. Some of them want to go into town. That new intersection we created down here ended up getting a light. And we don't want any traffic lights if we have intersections this close. We want them to just kind of flow through. That's kind of weird, but that's what we get. Wow. You guys really want to get into town. This. Is it above? It's not high enough. Essentially, that would have that connect over here. just need to take this now. This and this go up. And honestly, that needs to be a bridge type. Glitchy. How it's rendering underneath there. So I may want to take this out temporarily. No, not you. Move it tool just for that node. That node, there we go. Let's raise them just enough so they look right. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, let's see. Do we have anything weird here? Toggle road bending, node snapping. Node snapping doesn't have to be a thing. I don't think. From here down to here. No, you're supposed. What? Maybe we do need node stabbing. They get rid of a power line. Okay. Okay, that looks better. Exception of these trees. I think when we loaded the map this time, there's some rendering or mod interaction with the trees that's causing this issue, because I've had it happen before too, where this kind of happens more often than not, and then like the next time we play, it's fine. Honestly, if we just move all the trees out of the way in the first place, we'll probably be fine. There we go. And you straight down to here. Okay, let's get off the road here so we can have a clearer view. You guys are driving through power lines, so let's take those out. There we go. A couple undergrounds got you guys connected. So we do have some cars choosing to go this direction. They don't have a great option to get onto the highway here, but again, that's where they can come down here and get on. And now they can cross over here if they want to come into town. Lots of people waiting for a train. Let's make a train line. Super simple one. Create a new line. Add a stop. Come back here. So now we have our own trains. There it is. Now let's give it a unique color so we can tell. Or actually, maybe it's that one. Yeah, that's it. Never mind. It's already got a pretty unique color that's a vibrant, like, indigo color. So let's kind of follow that train. get an idea of what its commute looks like. All along the north side of town where not a whole lot goes on. But who knows, we could expand over here later. We could also add to the train if we wanted to. We could have it kind of cut in. We're going to have a lot of different mass transit options, so I just wanted to give like a quick one side to the other side of the map option. This should just pull in and dock and then leave. And come back the other direction. Let's just make sure it does. Kind of relaxing. I don't know what I would do if I saw like crazy traffic like on the other side of the map. I wouldn't want to mess with it because it's nowhere near what we've built, so it wouldn't be our fault, right? It's a little ways. We could fast forward. I don't fast forward very often. Choo-choo, I'm a train. Alright, here we go. We're about to pull in. So we don't really have much of an option for things to line up behind each other, but it does have 2 lanes. So one will pull in behind, it'll cross over, yeah, and leave. So they can line up, they can queue. I wonder if they'll unbunch. Surely we don't have that many. Yeah, see, we only have like 4. They can't all run back to back like that, they kind of need to unbunch. Maybe they will over time. And then on occasion we'll have, yeah, here's an orange one coming from out of town. Sometimes it'll tell you, like, what town it's going to. I just want to see how this interaction works here, if they're smart enough to wait for each other. It does look like they are. They're not too busy. That's cargo train. That'll come up and wait, then it'll join. Okay, yeah, they're working this out pretty well. Okay, good. This all works really well for what it is. They're like little snakes. This circle is okay. It's going fast enough. They already have to file in and out of here. 9 a.m. on a Monday. So we do already have a lot of people coming in here. Just a handful down here. I don't know why they prefer this one so much. Well, we tried a fountain right here, and it didn't want to give us a fountain, so... But yeah, to your point, though. Can we select it with this? We can't. We have to find it again. I think it was a unique building. Or not a unique building, but a... one of these types. Maybe. Let's look at unique buildings. Maybe we can put something in the middle of a traffic circle. We have a winter market, Chirpac's launch site, that'll be interesting later, boat museum, that's kind of cool, the hypermarket. What does this give us actually? If a supermarket is not enough for you, this is your choice. Hypermarket has everything from groceries to home appliances under one roof, and that's not all. It's free parking 24/7 and special discounts every day. What else have we not built? Festival area. Media broadcast building. The transport tower. The expo center. The high interest tower. The ziggurat garden. Yeah, it might be a park. The Observation Tower. Stadium. Cathedral of Plenitude. Sea and Skyscraper. Central Park. Baseball Stadium. Football Stadium. And then all of these are like modded in. Electric Car Factory. Nanotechnology Center. Research Center. Robotics Institute. It's interesting, I didn't pick these particularly, but they may have been attached to like maps. Space Shuttle Launch Site. Television Station. What is this? Eddie Covanago. Okay, it's just named Eddie. Yeah, let's look at parks. Was it one of these, like... Biodome. Vertical Farm. Thermal Spa. I bet it was one of these. Chill Park. Roundabout Fantastic 8x8. I bet it's that one. Roundabout Earth 10x10. So there's a globe. We could do a giant globe. Roundabout Globe 12x12. Must be placed in a roundabout area, in a park area or roadside. So we can put it here and kind of budge it over. Prospect Highway. Now I don't like the trees around it though. I wish you can control click and only select the one thing. Deselect. There we go, that fits perfectly. Wish it were animated, like the globe spun or something. It's probably a park that people would walk to if they could actually walk there. And set up. Terrible posture today. I've been sick though, so I'm allowed. Nice. There's one of our ferries going down the river. Alright. So I think that might be it for today. We've actually made quite a few improvements to our town. Slag Farms is a great addition here. It really kind of connects everything. Across, we're looking at everything upside down here. There we go. North to south. At night it looked really cool when you could see all the lights and everything. Now we just kind of need to fill this in a little bit if we can. I don't know if we can. Like honestly, this is all one big highway interchange, so I don't know what we would even do over here if we did anything. But we could expand industry a little bit more here. Once we do have some more industrial demand. Mulberry Hills, we got the subway connected for everybody. Let's take a look at traffic a little bit. Also, what's your issue? The cemetery's full. Oh no! Out of range exception. Empty that cemetery into another facility. How's this doing? Crematorium. It's not super busy, so they'll probably just pull over here. Let's give them the same type of road here so they can pull across. So this should like get on the highway and then just pull into here. Maybe, unless it's going somewhere to pick up a body. You would think it would just cross the... Yeah, there we go. So they'll just do that a little bit and carry the bodies out of the cemetery into the crematorium. We do have a few garbage issues around town. A couple of dead bodies that need pickup. Where are all of our crematoriums? I wish we could see them highlighted when we select them, because we have cemetery there. I don't know. doing okay. Yeah, I think we're fine with crematoriums. And then garbage we haven't actually improved in a while, so I could see needing more incineration plants somewhere. Like, we'd probably use another one over here. Right on that side of the road. We don't have anything out this way, do we? Oh, that's right, we have 2 right here. But they've already been servicing this whole side of town. So honestly, we could probably use one down here. Does that look? Yeah, it's just enough outside of town. We had one right here already, okay. And a recycling center, that's fine. Just an additional one. These guys. Alright, I'll do you a favor. I'll do you a favor by evicting you, but you won't realize it until later. It's a favor. They're actually having health issues due to the sound. You guys have to move out. Leave. Go. I'll leave the bouncy castle park, though. I think that if we built a couple more solar arrays, once we're a little bit more secure with our money here, if we build a couple of more of these, where are they at? Here, the solar towers. We could probably start to clear some of these out or move them somewhere so that they're not just right here in the middle of the bay. Now they're starting to stick out a little bit. Honestly, we could probably just move them over here. Use the move it tool. As long as they're still in the water. Back to the grid, which we could probably do easily this way. Just run lines up through here, and then just have it cross the water here and connect to the grid right there. Why are you not connected? That's weird. You're inside of the power area. What's your dealio? There you go. Maybe it was isolated somehow? Like, we do need to, like, make sure all these are connected somewhat, but I don't want to hurt the aesthetic of the, like, surrounding area, so let's, like, put an underground one here and here. Just kind of improve that connection. There. Let's make sure these are connected. We put an underground one right there. Right under the road. This is all connected. This doesn't need to be connected anymore. Or does it? Maybe it did. Lots of power. We'll run you through Ramen Packet Island's backyard. Bring you across here. I don't love this. Can we do... No, not really. I guess we could do... See. We could do something where we connect this. Camera angle is making it wonky. That and the quay. It's acting weird. Let's page up a lot. Come across high. In case we ever have any boats come through there, which I could see us doing at some point. There we go. Kind of neat. Not too tacky, I'd say. You guys are connected. What's your deal? Is it not, like... not registering? There you go. Blip, 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 blip. Prison has just generic office sounds. Oh, hello, lady with a dog. This must be like a visitation area. Or she works here. Also, very forward thinking, I guess, having male and female prisoners in the same prison. They're just all pining for the bounce house. They all want the bounce house, but they can't have it. It's there to encourage them. It's what's on the outside. One day, they too can visit the bounce house. I like it. All right. I think that's it for the evening. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do next time. I mean, our university's probably been growing as we've been working, but again, we have to wait some time for academic works. It actually looks like it kind of rewound time a little bit. I think this bar is going to be wonky. Or maybe it's counting down. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, it has 5 more days. And honestly, it's only been like a day and a half for this episode. So we've got at least 3 or 4 more episodes before our university has a chance of leveling up. And that's a 30% chance. We may invest some more money in it by then to increase that chance. Because as long as this number is higher, by the time they reach the end of the academic year, it rolls the dice right there at the end of the year. So yeah, maybe we'll improve this area, and I'm saving some of this real estate here, some of this neat pathway geometry that we've carved out for some of the new, some of the buildings that we'll unlock as we level up our university a little bit. But I think we'll go ahead and head over to cinematic camera as I bid you adieu for the evening. And I will be back on Wednesday. We're going to have a party stream this week. You know, knock on wood, if I have wood around here somewhere, that I'm not sick like I was last week. But yeah, we'll get together with a couple people and have a party stream on Wednesday evening, probably around 8 p.m. Central. But until then, I'll see you next time.